What's up, YouTube fragrance family and friends? Tommy with Studio Sins here. Welcome to another day, and today I've got another new release that I wanted to bring to your attention. This one is not something that you probably have even heard about. This is a Mercedes-Benz release, but it's exclusive to Dillards. Dillards is a department store that is well known for having new releases for men's fragrance before some other places do. So when we come back, we're going to check out this new release by Mercedes-Benz, see if it's going to be one of those spring and summer fragrances you want to put on your to get list or to avoid list. That and more, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. So today we're taking a look at a brand new release from the house of Mercedes-Benz. Most car manufacturers that decide to dabble into fragrance, most of their releases are either hit or miss. Now, Mercedes-Benz happens to be one of those houses that have quite a few hits. Their Mercedes-Benz Club fragrances are notable fragrances. Within those, Mercedes-Benz Club Black has become a very popular banger of a vanilla fragrance for cooler weather. There's a line of Mercedes-Benz fragrances in this particular presentation. This is the very, very tiny bottle of it, but this is Mercedes-Benz Cologne, which happens to be a really good fragrance. If you get your hands on this one, that is another notable Mercedes-Benz release. And they have their Mercedes-Benz Man line, which is very popular. Mercedes-Benz Man Gray is a great release. Really enjoyed this one. And so their latest release in 2021 that was just released recently is Mercedes-Benz Man Fresh. Now this is in the category of fresh citrus aromatic, so it's a spring and summer fragrance, kind of their summertime take on the Mercedes-Benz Man DNA. So let's first check out that presentation. Yesterday I talked about the Davidoff Parfum and the box itself being that dark kind of metallic blue. The box for Mercedes-Benz Man Fresh, it's a lighter shade of blue than the Davidoff box, but they're both very similar. Now this metallic is actually really good looking, but it makes text very hard to read on the box. The very side of the box, you've got Mercedes-Benz Man and in brackets Fresh. The Mercedes-Benz Man series always puts the name of the fragrance in brackets. You've got the Mercedes-Benz logo in silver. This is an Eau de Toilette concentration, a 100 ml bottle. You'll notice the Mercedes-Benz logo in kind of an iridescent seal. That's kind of like the Daimler seal, letting you know you have a valid Mercedes-Benz product and not a knockoff. On the bottom of the box, you've got distribution information, your barcode, UPC code, and stickers. Other than that, there's really nothing else on the box to set it apart. Now, the one thing I don't really care for about the Mercedes-Benz Man presentation, and I will caution you, it's very easy to get the lid mixed up. What I mean by that is when you take the lid off like this, it goes back on like this, but it's easy to put on wrong. So see how it fits? It still fits. It doesn't fit great, but it still fits, and you can leave it on the shelf. The only way to know that it's on wrong is you can see that half of the name is missing. So the name has to match up on the side. And once you see that, then you know that you've got the lid on correctly. But the presentation is really nice. According to the Dillards website, which again is exclusively carrying Mercedes-Benz Man Fresh, the icy blue color of the bottle emphasizes the fresh, aromatic, crisp tonality of the fragrance inside the bottle. This is meant to be a really nice spring and summer offering, so let's talk a little bit about that note breakdown. Mercedes-Benz Man Fresh features top notes of bergamot, green apple, and pear, with heart notes of lavender, sage, and ozonic notes, resting on a base of cedarwood, ambroxan, and musky notes. Those top notes are meant to kind of capture your attention, to be very eye-opening, awakening. The combination of citrus and apple is a combination that I love in opening. It's extremely well done. It's used to really good effect in a lot of Mercedes-Benz fragrances, and hopefully it'll be used to good effect in Mercedes-Benz Man Fresh. So let's check out that juice. Again, just be careful of when you take the lid off. It might be good to set it down somewhere exactly as you took it off, and that way it's a lot easier. The atomizer is simply a silver atomizer, and you can see the actual juice through the circular logo porthole, we'll call it, for the Mercedes-Benz logo, and you can see that it's just a light color of blue, indicating just a light blue fragrance. Nice, pre-primed. Atomizer is really good. Sprays a really good bit of juice in a nice, like quarter size diameter or radius. So definitely carries the Mercedes-Benz DNA, and that is just a very citrusy, fresh, manly, aromatic fragrance. It definitely fits in the aromatic citrus fragrance family. You can tell right away. I like this. It's a little bit powdery, not necessarily talcumy powdery, but maybe lightly aldehydic. That combination of bergamot, green apple, and pear is really nice. It's a very aromatic, citrusy, lightly sweet, very pleasant open. I'm catching a little bit of sage. Sage is a little bit of a stronger spice, easier to pick out, similar to rosemary. So catching a little bit of sage. There's a little bit of sharpness to this that I'm owing to the ozonic notes there. Ozonic notes are bracing, sharp. They lend a sort of like electric energy to the fragrance itself, along with kind of being sharp, slightly acerbic, and a little bit astringent. Can't go very far on the strip though, so I'm gonna have to finish this review out, this first impressions out with the skin test. I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back so I don't put it on wrong. It does snap together, the lid, and you can definitely hold it from the lid side up, and it's not gonna, fall apart or fall out of your hand at all. The bottles themselves are really nice looking on the shelves. You've got that silver against the whatever color the bottle is, whether it's the gray or the blue. It looks really nice, and on the opposite side, it's just the porthole window of the fragrance. So you can actually see how much fragrance you're using over time. All right, shower gel lovers unite. Shower gel lovers rejoice. So this actually does smell very citrusy, but it also smells like a really nice soap. Let's say you're in TJ Maxx, or you're in Kohl's or Dillards or Nordstrom's or any number of rack stores. This has the smell of one of those soaps that you really like and you just want to buy because it smells so clean, so fresh. It's got a little bit of a fruity side to it with just a bit of citrus, but more like sweet apple and pear combination. Apple and pear are a really great combination, not only for a smoothie, but for a fragrance. What ends up happening with that cedar wood, that musk's in there, there's a little bit of white musk to give it some weight, to add a little bit of weight and meaty kind of body to the fragrance. And then it mixes with that cedar wood, that rich, little bit brighter wood of the woods, cedar wood, and then the ambroxan that gives it that modern feel. It ends up smelling like a nice modern man soap that's part of a really luxurious soap kit, we'll say, that you can get at a really nice rack store. So that's kind of my first impressions of this. Of course, in terms of the performance, I'll have to keep you guys up to date on this if it's going to be worth a full review to let you know. Now, the masculine bent that's coming from this is that Mercedes-Benz Man DNA. If you've owned any of these fragrances, there's a level of refinement that is specific to Mercedes-Benz, and that's owing to the DNA that's in this, the way that they've created the fragrances. So it's definitely keeping the standard. It's going the way a little bit of the shower gel soapy sudsy fragrance, which is not a bad thing. I definitely don't knock fragrances that are shower gel. They tend to be a little bit more in the genre of quick, dumb reaches, easy grabs. This is definitely a safe release by Mercedes-Benz. There's nothing that will blow your socks off about this fragrance. There's nothing super unique about it. Now, you can get this at Dillards for $88 for a 100 ml bottle. I would say probably wait until this is no longer an exclusive of Dillards, and you can get it at discounters for less. This will probably hit discounters for right around $35-40, and at that price it will be an easy pickup. Definitely blind buy safe. If you're one of those guys out there that's a fan of soapy, sudsy, really fresh, clean, citrusy, lightly shower gel fragrances, you'll really like Mercedes-Benz Man Fresh. While there is that Mercedes-Benz Man level of refinement in this fragrance, I would say it's more on the casual wear side. Now, whether this is going to be a compliment puller and turn heads, that will remain to be seen, but people will notice that you're very, very clean and fresh smelling. It's definitely a refreshing, versatile, useful fragrance offering by Mercedes-Benz Man Fresh. Well guys, that's a wrap on my unboxing and first impression of Mercedes-Benz Man Fresh, the new release for 2021. Definitely worth picking up. I would recommend for those of you out there, a little bit tighter budgets, you might want to wait until it hits discounters. But it's definitely going to be worth it between the $35, $45 range. Another quick, easy reach dumb grab for your spring and summer rotation. Thanks for taking the time out and clicking on this video and watching it, hearing my first impressions. If you've got any experience with this fragrance, if you were one of the ones that ordered it when it first came out and you got it, you tried it, let me know what your thoughts are as well. Thanks again for watching, and as always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.